Hi there, it is Abby here, and today I want to talk about some travel hacks, travel tips, travel packing advice, whatever you want to call it. These are things I've learned being a full-time traveler, and I hope that these tips help you out. So the first thing that I cannot recommend enough is using packing cubes. And another thing beyond that too is I use tons of pouches, tons of little bags, and I try to keep everything in some sort of other container so it's all organized. But packing cubes really saved my life every time I go to travel, and yeah, that's a huge one. If you can travel with just a carry-on bag, then my next suggestion would be to take your big toiletry items and put them into smaller bottles. So if you have like small sample bottles or something like that you can convert those into, even makeups and stuff like that, because everything has to be under, I think it's like 3 fluid ounces now. It has to be pretty small, and you can get travel specific kind of like anti-leak bottles that you can use as well. You can find them on Amazon. And I used those on my first trip, and now since I don't travel as quickly, I generally will just buy a full thing of shampoo and conditioner and stuff when I travel to a new location. But yeah, for carry-on, you want to be sure that you convert those so they don't throw away your toiletries when you're going through. Another thing that you're gonna want is plastic bags to put your shoes in, because you don't want your shoes touching everything else. And pack a couple extra plastic bags, because you never know, if you get some of your clothes wet or something like that. Plastic bags, and even for dirty clothes, it's just gonna help you keep everything separate when everything's in just a carry-on bag. I like to bring medicines with me too. So something like Pepto, if you're having like an upset stomach and not feeling that well, that can be really helpful. A sleep aid, and maybe some cough medicine, because being on planes a lot can dry you out, and it's just really helpful to have those things when you need them on a plane. Another thing that I pack on a carry-on bag is a battery pack, so an extra charge pack that's separate, so I can charge my devices if there's not a plug-in in my seat. And that is super helpful if you're on a long flight that doesn't happen to have a plug-in, even though I feel like most planes do now. But a battery pack is always going to be a good thing. I have 2 actually now. I have one that I use for my phone, and then one that I use for my Nintendo Switch. Another thing you're gonna wanna have with you on your carry-on bag is a refillable water bottle. I have one that kind of folds, and it's called like a platypus. It's pretty cool. It's a little big for a plane, but you just want any refillable water bottle so that you can fill it up before you get on the plane. And just make sure that when you're going through security that it's empty, because they're gonna make you either throw it out or empty it out already. And some good tips for having just a carry-on bag is I like to have my carry-on that I'm going to store up above, and then I keep a smaller purse or a backpack under the seat in front of me. And you really just want to make sure that all the things that you might need, like your battery pack, your water, all of that is in that little backpack right there, because you want everything to be really easy to access. And a really, really big tip is do not ever put your passport or money or important documentation into the bag that you're gonna store above, because people get stuff stolen out of their bags on planes, and you really wanna keep that cash and everything with you in that backpack that's right by your feet, and don't lose sight of stuff like that. And my last little tip is, if you are doing just a carry-on for your travels, you want to go ahead and wear your heaviest clothes on the plane. And this is pretty intuitive, but planes are also pretty cold, so it's nice if you have like your big chunky sweater or scarf or something like that, or your boots, whatever is going to be pretty heavy, you can go ahead and just wear that onto the plane so that it doesn't take up too much space in your bag. And yeah, you're probably gonna need it anyway, because planes get really, really cold, especially when you fly overnight. I hope that you guys found this video helpful. I would love to hear some little tips or tricks that you use below when you travel. Do you travel with just a carry-on, or do you check a bag in usually? And if you do just carry-on, what are your little hacks that you use? And if you did like this video, please give me a like below and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, you guys.